Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sugar Acid Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below, let me know, gang. Now, thank you also so much for your wonderful well wishes on my last video, covering the vlog about my leaving Toronto. Yes, guys, it is not a drill. I am leaving the city, and for you to know, I'm doing this voiceover because I'm still in the transitional phase of leaving the city, and I still need to bring you guys updates. I'm also going to be dropping a vlog for my last shift, but this news dropped I think earlier today, so I'm going to be getting right into it now. For those of you that are new right here, I always drop like updates from IRCC that would help you transition from being maybe a student or a temporary resident to a permanent resident. If you want any special consultation, of course, you can also check me out on my email acidarlin.aba@gmail.com. Okay, now let me read the story. Shout out to Olufemi Loye. I'm getting this also from his page, and it says, just in, Canada's Immigration Department, IRCC, is now doing consultations for the possible changes to be made to the express entry category based selection in 2025. That's next year. From the look of things, the current categories STEM, Agri, Transport, Healthcare, Trade, and French will be sustained, with possible changes to the occupations in each category. So they're going to be changing categories, like some of these the occupations in these categories, maybe they will remove, maybe they will add. So that's just up ahead. We need to just watch out for that. And he also went on to say, and new categories in natural resources, new technologies, and applied sciences. Okay, so you can also check their website, canada.ca, if you want to get updates directly from their website. It says the heading for the post you're going to be looking for is 2024 consultations on economic priorities for category-based selection in express entry. Okay, went on to say Canada's immigration system is critical to supporting our economy and building a stronger Canada for all. That's why Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada introduced category-based selection in 2023, a new way of selecting economic immigrants through express entry, the online system that IRCC uses to manage immigration applications from skilled workers. Categories implemented so far focus on selecting candidates with work experience in occupations facing existing and long-term shortages. Example, we have healthcare occupations, science, technology, engineering and maths, that's STEM occupations, trade occupations, transport occupations, agriculture and agri-food occupations. Another category prioritizes candidates with strong French language proficiency. These categories and the overarching economic priorities that they support are reviewed regularly. This allows express entry to be more responsive to Canada's changing economic and labor market needs. This builds on the high human capital approach that has been the hallmark of Canada's successful economic immigration system and maintains the focus on bringing in skilled workers with the potential to integrate and contribute to Canada's future. Proposed economic priorities and categories for 2025. This year, our proposed economic priorities include a continued focus on priorities to address structural labor market shortages and to support economic growth through francophone immigration outside Quebec. We are also proposing a new priority focused on addressing emerging labor needs that can help Canada position key industries and sectors favorably in the global economy. Emerging labor needs in key industries and sectors. Emerging labor needs are apparent across a number of key industries and sectors that can help Canada achieve its goal of working towards a sustainable, growing and resilient economy. Areas such as natural resources, new technologies, and applied sciences are experiencing significant employment growth. Categories are established to respond to specific identified economic priorities, which can change over time. Prior to the establishment of a new category in express entry by the minister, the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act IRPA requires us to gather feedback from provincial territorial representatives, as well as members of industries, union, employers, worker advocacy groups, settlement provider organizations, and immigration researchers and practitioners. This input allows us to explore whether and how category based selection can be used as a tool to address particular needs and priorities, and whether other immigration tools may be more appropriate, such as temporary programs, federal pilots, regional immigration programs. New categories are posted on our website once they are approved by the minister. Each year, we will report to the parliament on the selection process and the categories that were chosen during the previous year, including the rationale for choosing them. The department will continue to measure and report on outcomes of principal applicants coming through express entry, including those selected through category based draw. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Basically, like what we always share here on this channel, I always tell you guys, before the news becomes official, publications like this will get a hold of it. So now, prior to this time, we've known that there is going to be a shaking in terms of selection, PRO processes, and the rest. But this sounds like good news to an extent, because they are still going to maintain the categories we know, but they are going to be adding more and making some changes to the exact job titles. Now guys, this is for 2025, meaning if you haven't written your IELTS till now, you are sleeping on bike. If you're waiting, oh, I say I'm going to graduate in September or December, that's when I will write. It then means you fall under next year's category. We do not know what will happen next year. Right now, a lot of things have been happening. I've done the report about, having, we have in Canada over 2.5 million temporary residents, as against, the very little amount that got PRO this year. This year, shout out to Olufum Femiloye once again. Remember, I did this post where he wrote on his Instagram, and he said, as of July 8th, which is, I know they've done a couple of draws, but they have only invited 53,000 candidates for permanent resident. Remember, when they invite you, doesn't mean you will get it. I don't think I've done the dedicated video, but I will, because we've gotten lots and lots of rejections. Over time, rejections. Guys, forgive me, because of course, now that the cat's out of the bag, this whole transition has just put me off. But I'm going to sit down and do proper videos concerning the rejection process. People have gotten invitation to apply for permanent resident, but for one mistake or the other, their applications got rejected, and that is why you need proper guidance. Okay, so look at the breakdown that we're showing. It means just 53,000 people during COVID and those years when Canada was giving a lot of people PR per year. They were giving like 450,000. People were getting lots and lots of invitations. So if we're looking at almost half the year and we've not gotten to 100,000, that is a big shift. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. They also said, of course, they are going to maintain the French part, but now they are going to maintain it outside Quebec. One other thing we need to know is, like they said, they are going to be getting feedback from provinces, territories, and the rest of them. Guys, what do you think would be a proper way for these categories to work? I feel like whether they need to reduce scores to certain provinces, where people are told that if you have a low score, you have to move to a certain province. If you don't mind, you need to be in this category, and you still show up and you're still able to integrate into the system. That way more people can get the permanent residency, and more people can of course contribute economically into the system. Understand that we are not saying it as if it's our right, because like I said, right now immigration is becoming such a delicate topic. There are places you go to that it seems like the atmosphere is charged, it's tense. I'm also going to be doing a video because they have started mass deportation. So for those of you, I have been singing it like a song. In fact, at some point, I went head on with somebody that was saying I was discouraging people from getting asylum. They are sending asylum seekers back. It is hush hush. They are spending so much money decongesting it. They will tell you, enter, you run inside and be shouting asylum. By the time they're sending you back, nobody will even hear to fight your case. So please, guys, let us also be careful. It is not do or die. I know it's easier said than done, especially when people will be like, oh, you're saying it because you've gotten your PR, you're saying it because of this. No, if you must, the way this place is, you have more rest of mind knowing that you follow the right path. And if you're a student, you know that you're about to graduate, there's no need for you to say you've not done IELTS, you've not done WES. Makes no sense, because you need to have a pathway. Study is now on shaky grounds. If they want to cut anybody, study. If you know that you're facing expiring permits, please change your province and act very fast. Do not wait. Don't say, oh, don't worry, it's Canada, they will bring one law, they will take me, I'm here, I'm not going back. It sounds nice, it's a faith walk. I like the fact that you have that faith, but you need to put it into action, meaning you need to leave. If you know your province is not, going to work for your score, you need to go to a province that can absorb you, and that way you get provincial nomination. Do not allow your permit expire on you, please, so that you don't have to start running from pillar to post looking for how to, extend it. Because what they are debating right now is if extension of study permits or work permits, as we may call, like study extension of the work permits, if it's going to be possible. Because a lot of people are saying send the students back, they're finished schooling, that kind of thing. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So this is breaking news, and in my words, this is Canada news. As usual, it always comes in trickles and it always comes gang. I personally am waiting for the official address by Mac Miller as to what exactly is the next step for students that are facing expiring permits, and what is the next step concerning the draws. The draws have been delaying. So far so good. The only draws they have done for this last quarter, this recent quarter, has been French. They did French. Cutoff was 400. They took 1,800 people. Of course, they did Canadian experience class. That's for those that have worked in Canada for a year. They took 6,300 people. That is a large number, which is good. They did provincial nomination, took 1,391 people from that. They did French earlier again, so they did 2 French draws. The first one was 420, took 3,002. The second one was 400, took 1,008. They did healthcare sometime still this month. 445, took 3,750. They did trade, 436, took 1,800. And provincial nomination early July took 920 people. So far, we are waiting for STEM. We are waiting for agriculture. We are waiting for transportation. So these are the draws that we are waiting for. Hopefully they draw it either this month or next month. And for those of you that are also waiting for the draws, know that after this draw, by calculation, the last draw for this year will probably be in December. So if you haven't done your IELTS or WES, no problem, you still have time. Don't come back and say, I see you said it, I should have listened. You still have till December this year to run it. Now, if you're a student and you did a 2-year program, understand that if you're on your second year in the program, you're already falling away from category-based draw. You cannot qualify for it anymore, because category-based draw, you need 6 months experience within the last 3 years. If you have spent 2 years out of the 3 years, how can you defend the 1 year? It then means that 1 year, you need 1 year full time experience. You understand? And it's going to affect your score. So the longer you wait to join the category-based draw, which is right now the darling of the express entry, because nobody can get 500 and something points. Most people are only around the 400 and something, and that's why they can use category. So my best advice for you would be to act fast, because if you're a student, the longer you stay here, the tougher it is for you to prove that you have skill in the category that you're claiming. Okay, I will do other videos for those that are outside of Canada, and probably things to prep when I'm doing the video about the people that have gotten several rejections and all of that. Remember, if you need one-on-one consultation, of course you can still chat me up. That is, if you don't, all this plenty talk I'm saying, you say, no, Asi, I still have one intimate question, no problem. I give a lot of free tips, advice, just as I say. Like I said, it's not advice, it's gist. but I give a lot of this information out for free. But if you need to take my personal time, then of course send me an email and then we'll book a consultation. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your love and all your support through these years. Living in the city has been amazing. Like I said, my next video, of course, I think I was even posted today. Just let me see how the spirit leads. Is the vlog. That video was the main video for today, but I also wanted to push this. My last work shift, I'm going to be talking about, earnings we've made, the food and beverage industry, those coming in, what you can look out for, and all of that. Is going to be a packed vlog as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.